Hey, hi, hello, it is Samantha here of Samantha Sutherland Art and Books. How are you doing today? First of all, I want to say a big thank you to my new subscribers. I've had a few over the last couple of weeks. It's shot up quite a little bit. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to those of you who are new here and have found my channel. I hope you continue to like what you see and watch here, and just thank you for finding my little corner of the internet. And to those of you who have been here for a while, welcome back. It's lovely to have everybody here. So, how about you grab a cup of tea and you have a brew, and excuse me, we'll have a chat. So first of all, a little bit of a life update. For those of you who've been here for a while or have been watching my older videos, and this is a bit of a quick recap for those of you who are new here. So those of you who have been here for a while, you already know this, but quick recap. I've had an operation. I had most of my pancreas removed. If you want to know why, there is a video which I will put under this video to explain why. Yeah, so I was left with a drain and a bag, and now the drain has gone. As my daughter would say, it has been neated. It was taken out yesterday. And then, yeah, so I'm making this video now because I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get a chance to make another one, because it's going to be a busy kind of week, I think. I'm hoping to get back to sorting the spare room out, which I will update you on probably at the end of this video. But yes, so for now, let's get down to the fun of books. Now, I have, over the last couple of days, read and finished a book. I bought this because I'd been watching Kriksis' video, and she mentioned what her favourite something in my eye. What her favourite art books are, and this one piqued my interest. A couple of them did actually. I think one or two ended up on my wish list, but I ended up buying this one, and I can see why she liked it. I'm a sucker for anything to do with art, to be honest. And this is actually an art book. It's a graphic novel, and it's by Lizzie Stewart, and it's called Alison. And it's about a 20-something-year-old woman in the 1970s, very late 1970s, like I'm guessing 78, 79, who she meets this artist, an older gentleman. Sorry, excuse me, my eye is a bit itchy. And she ends up being swept off her feet by him. She moves to London, leaves her husband, and then kind of at the end of the book, it kind of goes back over her memories of who and how those in her life shaped her artwork, etc. It's kind of a social commentary of the 80s as well, so there's things about the 80s that you will find in the book. There's a mention of the Falklands War, and there's other things as well which really helped to make the book very, very interesting. Now, what drew me to this when I opened the book, what I fell in love with, was the artwork. There's not a lot of kind of texture, colour and line work, but what there is, it's just, you can tell straight away what's happening and things like that. I mean, beautiful. My favourite page, if I can find it, is one after she gets, yes, this one. I absolutely love this page. It's I think in ink. I think it's drawn obviously in ink, and there's very little line but you know instantly what she's doing and where she is and what she's in, and I had a great time reading this book. I can highly recommend this book. I can see why it's Kriksis' favourite. The only thing I would say is that it's not all throughout the book, but there are moments of very tiny bits of writing. So I had to wear my reading glasses while reading this, which is not a problem because I always wear rather my reading glasses when I read now. I find I'm lost without them. But that's the only thing that I would say goes against this book. Is you can see how tiny the writing is. But other than that, it didn't take away my me enjoying the book, and I really did enjoy this book. So I can say without a doubt this is probably one of the best graphic novels I've read in quite a long time. In fact, it's rekindled my love of graphic novels. I used to read them quite a lot, and so I've been hunting more window shopping, and I've found some on World of Books that I want to get. There's three for me, one for my daughter because her birthday's coming up. So one of them I think is a Lizzie Stewart book, and a couple of them are Posey Simmons books, who did Tamara Drew. Yes, so I will be buying more, so there will be a haul in the future of graphic novels. But yes, highly recommend this one. Loved this, absolutely enjoyed it. So I kind of started reading it when I bought it. I can't remember where I ordered it from, but I got 13 pages into it, but got very busy and just put it down and meant to go back to it, and I never did. And then on Sunday I was looking for just something nice. Was it Sunday or Monday? Just something nice and quiet and easy to read, and I just decided to pick up Alison, and I finished it literally in 2 days. I was stuck at the hospital all day yesterday, so that's where I finished it. I finished it about 2:30, 3 o'clock. It shows you how long I was there. So yes, it is a very good book. Also, I'm still happily reading The Frighteners for Summerween. Also, I'm adding to my Summerween reading list, I want to add Pet Sematary. Now, I've seen the original film, and I absolutely love the original film. I've seen the remake. I'm not so sure about the remake. I loved the masks and the folklore, and the whole thing with the sour land. I don't do justice. I just love how they say sour ground, sour land. I don't know, and I've never read the book, so I don't know what the book is like. So I actually have Pet Sematary on Audible. So when I finish reading it, or listening to it, I will probably listen straight after to Pet Sematary. That's the idea anyway. But yes, I'm still reading this. I'm now halfway through chapter 6. This one went out when I was trying to decide which books to read, as you would see in that video, which was my Summerween plans video, because I kind of went, ooh, I'm going to read this next. So yes, this. I'm halfway through chapter 6 because obviously I paused to read Alison, and I'll probably go back to this later on. But yes, I want to read some more. I'm almost halfway through this, which is unheard of for me. Being dyslexic, I'm such a slow reader, but I can't put it down. I couldn't put Alison down. I just wanted to keep reading it. Her style of writing and the style of artwork in the book, it married beautifully together. I absolutely loved every page in that book, and I'm thoroughly enjoying every page in this book as well. So I also need to get a bookmark for that. I need to get a fitting bookmark. I may have found one. I'm not sure. Which brings me to my next thing. My year of Agatha Christie. Yes, I am still reading Halloween Party, and yes, I'm still enjoying Halloween Party very much. I am at chapter 6 now. I've read a couple of pages into chapter 6. Again, I got distracted by Alison the book, but I ordered this last week and it came, I can't remember when it came, I think it was would have been Monday maybe? We're on Wednesday now, so I think it was, yeah, it would have been Monday. I ordered this from Etsy, and to be exact, I ordered this from What Victoria Read. She's got an Etsy shop, and everything you buy, all the bookmarks, the money goes to the 2 charities that she's picked for this year, which I think I mentioned were Shelter and a food bank. And so not only do I get a really cool bookmark, but I also, it's great to be able to help people at the same time. And it says, I'm in my cozy mystery era. Now, I bought this because of my year of Agatha Christie. I thought I have to have a bookmark that goes with the book. I saw this and I thought I have to have it. So I'm going to buy another one, two actually. One so it can go in my other Agatha Christie books, and one for my daughter because she's decided she likes it. So before she grabs it and runs off with it, I thought I would buy a one and buy it as a surprise. So yes, it goes absolutely beautifully. And it even matches the colours on the front of the book. That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. But there are some more of her bookmarks that I have my eye on, which will go really well with other books I have. And I'm thinking at some point of buying myself a really nice copy of Frankenstein, because I have to admit, I've been really enjoying listening to that on Audible. I had to go back to the beginning because my daughter wanted to listen to it, and then didn't realise the monster is not mentioned all the way through. And so she got bored, which I don't mind because of my bad memory. I didn't remember a huge amount about the Audible book, so listening to it from the beginning again has been fab. So I can't wait to start listening to that again. I might start listening to that at Christmas time, kind of do Spooky Christmas. I'm not too sure. A Spooky Victorian Christmas, I think. Is it set in Victorian times? Do you know, I actually can't remember the date that the book was written. That's really bad. I prefer Frankenstein to Dracula. I actually do own a copy of Dracula. Mine's a very special copy. It will never ever leave the house. It was from my mum and dad. I went to Holland on a class trip, a college trip even. It was when I was at Stockport College and we went to Amsterdam. And when I went to Amsterdam, they went to Whitby. And they bought me a copy of Dracula whilst they were there. So even though I'm not a huge fan, I'm really sorry, but this is probably a bit controversial, and you may hate me for this, and I might get a bit of hate in the comments, who knows, but I just don't like the book. I don't like Dracula. I like watching the films. I mean, I've seen the Bela Lugosi version. My favourite, obviously, is the Gary Oldman version. I'm very picky on vampires. I've seen Nosferatu, the original from 1922. I just really don't like the book. I found some of the chapters went on too long and I got really bored, and I read most of it. I got to the Demeter, that's where I got to. And in the chapters just after the Demeter, when the wolf escapes. Why are the two chapters on the wolf escaping? I really didn't. Yeah, I mean, even as a goth, like, it was like the staple of libraries in like home libraries of goths, and I just don't like it. I find the writing style and the story of Frankenstein a lot more interesting. I mean, I love vampires, don't get me wrong, but I just got bored, and I never ever finished the book, and I only keep the book because it was for sentimental reasons. And yeah, I'm going to really enjoy listening to Frankenstein again from the beginning. Well, I'm part way through. I'm probably like 2 chapters into that one now. So yes, that could be. I'm expecting hate for that. I just really don't like it. It's like Edgar Allan Poe. I never really got into reading Edgar Allan Poe either. I don't know. And Stephen King. I like Stephen King movies, and I'm enjoying the Audible books, but I don't know if it's because I'm dyslexic. I didn't really like the books, and also, like I said, the copies of the Stephen King novels I had, they were always really small print, so I'd get really annoyed and I'd DNF it. So, so yes, YouTubers that I have been watching. I've been watching a few. I'll start with the art ones first. So Kriksis, obviously, because yeah, I've been watching Kriksis' channel because I just love her art style, and I love watching her work, and I love her studio is ever so lovely. I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of art materials, and especially of there's a new one as well I have been watching. These two, their art materials, mwah, seriously, I'm very jealous because I wish I had more, but I don't have the space. I'm trying to be good, Okay, I don't have the space and the money because I keep buying books. But yes, so I've been watching Kriksis. I've been watching Natasha Newton as well. Her latest video on her watercolor collection. Wow, she has a lot of watercolors. I'm not so big on watercolors. I do really love gouache, and I kind of tend to use that a little bit like watercolor because you can water it down so it's watercolor like. Um, I think I just need to practice more with watercolors. I need to work a little bit more, and maybe then I might fall in love with them as much as my gouache. So I've been watching those two, as always. I've been watching a new channel. She's called Arati Devasher Illustration, and I'm so sorry, Arati, if I've massacred your name. She's ever so lovely. She's ever so talented. Her sketchbooks are absolutely beautiful, and again, I am jealous of her art materials. In fact, oh, it's behind me. She has a bag, like a carry case, that she has for her art materials. I need to. This is what my art materials are, and this is what my good ones are, and this is what my special ones are in. I say special. My luminance and my Neocolor too, and my paint pens, of which I've got quite a few. And as you know, I got some for my birthday as well. And I've actually sharpened them all. And these are, I love using luminance. I'm so happy I bought them. But I am looking to widen my scope on like cheaper ones for like big lay down of colour, because I do know that these do go down quite quickly. But because I also have these, and I'm after some more for plein air, for what I have the idea of now that my drain is out, I need something, and I'm out of space with this. It's too small now. I have nowhere to put anything, and I need something to put my art materials in, and more when I buy it. So yes, so I'm going to take that, and I'm going to get one of them at some point, and take my little sketchbook out. Now I did show this the other I think it was my last video, and I have to admit my favourite one in this is this one on the boat. This is a view of Robin Hood's Bay. I used Google Images for this. Now, I've not been able to get out literally for the last 6 weeks. Excuse me. And I really want to get out, but I'm going to have to take it easy still, just a little bit, because it's still a little bit sensitive. And I want to do more like this. So what I might do is I might fire up Google Images later, and might get my pens and pen brushes and stuff, my bits of gouache. I might do some more work in this. I really love working small. I used to want to work really big and stuff, and then I never really liked what I made or what I created large. In fact, in my portfolio, I have thrown away quite a lot of artwork that I did, especially during lockdown. I really didn't like it. I'm my own worst critic, I have to admit. So yes, she's got, as I was saying, Arati has a case that she has very kindly shared where she got hers from. I found one on Amazon in a different colour, and I kind of like, I liked red, although they didn't have yellow. That's a shame, because I really like yellow. But yes, so I'm going to get myself one of them at some point. Also, I've been watching Monkeymintaka. I think that's her name. Again, I'm so very sorry if I have massacred your channel name, but I've really been enjoying watching her artwork and the work that she creates. She lives in the Lake District, I think it is, so she's got some beautiful views to take inspiration from, and I have been really enjoying watching her artwork as well. And also Emma Woodthorpe, I really enjoy watching her process of when she goes out to cafes and things, and I do find her line work for her people very interesting. I've also been watching, there's another artist I've been watching, Art with M. She luckily got to go to Dungeness. I've always wanted to go there to visit Derek Jarman's cottage. She did a vlog of her holiday and the artwork that she created while she was there. So that was really interesting watching. She's got a very interesting style of work. She does mainly collage with mixed media, and she's very, very talented at what she does. I'm very in love with all these artists' work because I just find it so inspirational. Mel Chadwick as well, I find very inspirational, as well as I'm hoping that I can just splice this onto the end of the video. It just kind of decided to stop itself. I was talking about Emily Powell's beautiful, colourful work. I'm not very good at editing, so let's hope this all comes together. So yes, I like Emily Powell's work as well. I own one of her books. I want to own a few more. I also really love Sandi Hester's way of working as well. So I tend to watch her channel quite a bit as well. And also for the Bookish things, I've been, well, she's not bookish, actually she's walking, she does walking videos, which is Sam Walks a Lot. I love watching her videos. When I've not been able to get out over the last few weeks, watching her videos has really cheered me up because it's lovely to see where she goes. And yeah, I finished watching her new video and it was really interesting, and oh my gosh, it's just, I just really want to go out now. I want to go out walking, I want to go out sketching. So when everything is settled down, my husband has promised that he will be my chauffeur because he's technically my employee. I say that, he's unpaid. But I pay him in tiramisu. It's quite cheap. Yeah, anyway, he's going to take me out in the car to places where I can draw and paint and things. So that I am looking forward to. That I'll get to in a couple of minutes. I've also, yeah, so Sam Walks a Lot. She walks a lot. She's been around Bath and quite a few other places as well. And I just, yeah, I love watching her videos, and she's always so enthusiastic, and she's also very knowledgeable about where she goes as well. So not only do you get to see some beautiful places, you get a little bit of history behind it as well, which I find really interesting. I've also been watching Ava's Literary Parlour. Now she's Venezuelan, I think it is, and obviously English is her second language, but her videos are always really in-depth. She does deep dives into books. She did a wonderful series at Halloween diving into folklore, which of her culture, which I found very interesting. I really enjoyed them, and I enjoy every video that I watch of hers as well. So, and books and things. I love watching books and things. I've just started watching books and things. So as far as I know or can see, that she does kind of like historical books, Jane Austen, chats a lot about people-centered novels and things. And she's written 2 books. One piqued my interest. So I'm really sorry, I can't remember the name of it. If I do, or when I do find the name of it, I'll put it here somewhere or under in the description box. But I will be searching that one out and I will be giving it a look. And I think I think it might be set in Victorian times. If it is, that'll be perfect for my Victorian Christmas idea I have. And Frightful with Peter Laws as well, obviously. I've just finished watching his new video, which is very, very interesting. And it kind of makes you think, was there a haunting? Wasn't there? Was there someone in the house doing it? It's possible, who knows? And it's well worth a look. So I really enjoyed that video too. So I want to chat a little bit about ideas. So I want to get out. I want to get out of the house. I need to leave the house. That isn't for a hospital appointment or a doctor's appointment because it's really boring now. So I'm hoping to get to Heptonstall at some point. to go and visit the grave of Sylvia Plath. I also want to, when I do go out, I want to sketch more rather than take photos. I think it was Arati said that she prefers to kind of create artwork from how she feels in the place rather than like photorealistic kind of sketches and things. And I really like that idea. That's kind of what I like to do. So I want to do some of that. I did that when I went to Whitby. That was a good 2-3 years ago now. We went in February. It was freezing cold. I remember because it was my daughter's half term. And for some reason, I always think she gets 2 weeks off in February. It's nice warm. So February, I'm sure it was February we went. It was out of season, but we had a whale of a time. But it also rained a bit, and it was very chilly. So sitting in the town centre of Whitby, sketching away, it was pretty cold. But I want to do more of that. I want to recreate how I felt when I was in the environment, if that makes any sense. So I'm hoping to do a lot more sketching with especially with my pens and things and plein air. Really want to get out more and be able to sit in the environment and sketch. So that's one thing I want to do. Also, we're still working on my daughter's room, so it's still technically the spare room for now. So that still needs painting, new carpets, everything new, and emptying of all of my art stuff. So we're going to get back on that hopefully next week. It depends what happens over the next few days, because it's everything's kind of been put on hold again. But hopefully next week we can actually get back on track, because I really, really, really want to buy some more art materials, and I'm after some really nice bookcases for what will become the library/art studio. I have been looking at colours, and I'm thinking like very dark yellows, like yellow ochre, or like a golden yellow, dark golden yellow colour, that kind of things, with pops of maybe a secondary colour, which would be something like, I don't know, navy blue. I have an idea, for some reason, navy blue in my head. I don't know why. I need to put a mood board together, which that'll keep me out of trouble and sat down, because I still have to take it easy. So I'm hoping to make a mood board. I've not done that since college. But that's kind of the colours I'm going for, and I really like stuff like this, dark colours. I'm very into my dark, cosy kind of florals. I love dark florals as well. So I know you can get like sticky stuff you put on the walls, like giant sticky back plastic type things. That does not do it justice. That makes it sound cheap. But you can get the rolls of like wallpaper off Amazon, which are like floral, and you have to smooth them out and stuff. So I want to maybe incorporate that into the room as well. And I just don't know what kind of bookcases to go for. Do I go for white? Or do I go for black? Will it make it too small looking? I don't know. I like the idea of white because it reminds me of kind of like New England and things like that. So I like the idea of mixing cosy with kind of New England. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so I'm saving currently for said bookcases, and yeah, I will take you along with me on that one, because I will be putting up shelves, or at least I'll get my dad probably to put up the shelves, because they'll probably be squiff and be although by the time I get the room back, I should be able to lift at least a drill. I don't know yet, we'll see. But yes, I'm desperate to get in that room again. I'm desperate to get her out of that room because she's outgrown it. She's kind of up to here on me. She's like 8. So I'm used to being the smallest in the family. What else is there? Yeah, and I think they're actually back. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have you got any colour combinations? Are you reading anything interesting? Are you doing Summerween? Not that it's summer, it looks more like autumn today. Yay! Don't do heat. Don't do heat and I don't do sunshine. So yeah, I will say goodbye for now. You can find me on, excuse me, you can find me on Instagram and on Goodreads. And on that note, I will say good reading to you, and stay warm, stay cozy, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. Bye bye, everyone. Bye. Yes, they're back. Bye bye.